Is that all right? Oh, you're you're an absolute star.
We're from the southwest, so Way-Eye's really great. Love it. Thank you. Way-Eye, yeah. Did you hear him? That's what he said.
Way-Eye.
Way-Eye. When he didn't say yes, he said Way-Eye.
We'll take that as a yes.
Yeah.
We left the last episode looking for an idyllic place to stay the night. In pursuit of this dream, we've already rejected several places that I would have been happy with, but we're pressing on. Ride with us, discover this remote part of England's coast, and see where we eventually end up.
I think we must be nearly in Whitehaven.
Yeah, I think that's Whitehaven. Oh, the railway line goes along the coast.
By now, some of you will have picked up on me not wearing my motorcycle jacket. I know this can be a contentious issue, and I'm not going to delve into it now. Perhaps I'll dedicate a whole video to it if you really want to know what I think. I hope my decision to ditch the jacket for personal comfort will not prevent you from enjoying the videos. Weatherspoons, did they say anything about accommodation in these pubs?
This is actually Whitehaven now. Lovely.
Okay.
So I'm sure they won't mind us doing an explore. Quayside. That's obviously why the fish market is here, because the fishermen come in the harbour. Parking is not permitted, private land. Can't see any cameras though.
Whitehaven was once a lot more prominent and prosperous than it is today. The town's growth was largely due to coal mining by the Lowther family from the 17th century onwards. It was also a major port for trading with the American colonies and was, after London, the second busiest port of England from 1750 to 1772. This prosperity led to the creation of a Georgian plan town, which has left an architectural legacy of over 170 listed buildings. Whitehaven has been designated a gem town by the Council for British Archaeology due to the historic quality of the town environment. The growth of Whitehaven started with the purchase by Sir Christopher Lowther of the Whitehaven estate in 1630 and the subsequent development of the port and the mines. Sir John Lowther built on this. He oversaw the rise of Whitehaven from a small fishing village to a planned town 3 times the size of Carlisle. At his death, the port was exporting more than 35,000 tonnes of coal a year. Sir James Lowther continued the work of his father and reputedly became the richest commoner in England. By the 1740s, Lowther was the dominant exporter at every harbour in the Cumberland coalfield. Most of the coal burnt in Dublin came from here. However, the Lowthers were noted for their unscrupulous business practices. The port's transatlantic trade in tobacco, sugar, cotton, coffee and cocoa made it complicit in the slave trade. Whitehaven was the site of a major chemical industry after World War II, but both that and the coal industry have disappeared, and today the major industry is the nearby Sellafield nuclear complex, which is by far the largest local employer.
The end of an era.
Mining. Okay. Okay, so that's closed for construction. All right, behind?
Yeah, all good.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what happened there? I can't.
Step.
Oh yes, it's a curb.
Well, we've had a nice little tour, I think, of Whitehaven.
Level crossing, yay! And old signal box, look.
Yeah. Yeah, he's up there as well.
He's up there, yeah, love it. Amazing.
Well, we've got the Albert Hotel on the left there.
The Albert Hotel.
Stonehouse Farm, bed and breakfast in there.
Okay, so we'll look on the internet in a minute. Yeah, pull over.
Yeah, we will have a look.
Queen's
So we get
Pub and Restaurant. That's close. Can't see if that's got
accommodation or not. Okay.
So we've got a bed and breakfast in a hotel. I don't know. St Bees. It's called St Bees. Old Fellow Arms. Well, do you want to pull over though and just suss out those two places?
Possibly. Do you know what? There's a little bit of me saying B&B here.
Saying what?
B&B here. You know, nearer the sea. I'm still.
Right.
I've got my utopian dream, I'm afraid.
Okay, yeah.
I can't shrug it off at the
A
moment.
bit like you had yesterday, and we ended up in a youth hostel.
But in a lovely place. We want that campsite, don't we? On the edge with the view.
Yeah.
If I can forego my sea dip, if I've got
If you get the view.
cliffside camping.
Yeah. Well, it might be out here.
And you don't want to ride down here tomorrow morning and go, oh, look.
Yeah.
Could have stayed
there.
The grass is always greener.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, you're right, because I saw that the train hugged the coast. But we're going to have a look, aren't we?
Well, I think they are, yeah.
Come on. We've got Netherton Station. Love it. Oh, wowee. So we do actually have a railway station, and there's a house down here. There's a cormorant flying over the water there. Yeah, look at that. There's your railway track. Awesome. It'd be great if a train came through. Oh, train! Station this is, right on the coast down a cement gravelly track. What a beautiful line.
This is the Cumbrian coastline, and its story is the story of the northwest coast of England. In the very earliest days of trains, the father of railways, George Stephenson, wanted this to be the main line between England and Scotland, but a more direct route was preferred. This line is the culmination of several piecemeal railways that were built by Victorian industrialists like the Lowthers to provide a route to market for their coal, ore and other goods on which they built their fortunes. Only later did it become the idyllic passenger experience it is today. The line overcame financial struggles, massive engineering challenges, corruption and natural disasters. By the 1860s, it was eventually all joined up, connecting Carlisle with Barrow-in-Furness, most of it directly alongside the coast with amazing views out to sea. It's had its fair share of ups and downs since then, but thankfully has survived them all and remains part of the UK's national rail network. Today, about 50 trains a day use the line in both directions. You would be forgiven for thinking it's a heritage line, but it's not. If it wasn't for the newer rolling stock, it would look like it did 100 or more years ago. The main reason for this is the semaphore signalling still operated by signal boxes along the line. For some reason, this line has escaped being upgraded for 70 years. If it wasn't for this being Great British biking adventures, the train would have been a much better way of seeing this stretch of coastline.
So we're just taking us close to the coast lanes as we can, and we're just on the upper half, or the more northern part of Cumbria, heading in the direction of Seascale, Ravenglass and Barrow-in-Furness, all of which are on the coast, so we'll be passing through them. But for the moment we've just been through Nethertown, which has a little station, which you may have just seen. I tried to take some footage of it. It was so cute, with the old station master's house there, which probably just privately owned now. But what a place to live. Saw a couple of shags or cormorants flying across the river, not the river, the sea. Just lovely. Not quite sure what this place is ahead here.
Maybe not your day, is it? Let me just try one more.
I don't know. I think we found you.
Yeah.
No?
No, can't get anybody.
Should we just pitch up and say your name?
You can do that. It's my land. Yeah, there's no problem there.
Yeah.
I mean, you say I'm Peter. Yeah,
Peter.
I own the whole place. So it's the Red Admiral. You turn left in the car park. It's a big car park. At the bottom, the Caravan Club, which says the sign there.
Yeah.
Go in there. There's a couple of pitches with blue hookups.
Okay.
I've got here 3.6.
There's 3 or 4 plots on there. There's one with hookups. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
All right.
Brilliant.
If you
Lovely.
get somewhere else, I'll go pretty well. But nice to see you.
Thank you.
Well, the dream might not have materialised, but we were equally, if not more, blessed. Pretty much the only person we saw just so happened to own a pub with a small campsite, and despite being closed for refurbishment, he offered us a pitch for a tenner. His helpful and generous nature was our second reminder today of how wonderful it is when people don't allow conformity to get in the way of common sense. He was obviously well connected and also tried to get us a bed at several local places, but to no avail. So we headed inland for the campsite.
So believe it or not, we're camping on our third night. We weren't quite sure what to do, where to stay or whatever, but we're looking things up on booking.com and nothing was really shouting out at us, and then we pulled over to, I don't know, look at the map or something, and this guy pulled up in his Range Rover going into a drive, and so we ended up chatting with him, called Peter. He owns this pub and he owns this little
Campsite.
Yeah, caravan and camping or caravan and motorhome club site. There's a few caravans in here, but they're not occupied. So he said, I think it's not, they're not occupied, because he said that the toilets and stuff were being refurbished. They're usable but being refurbished, so it's not really open, but he said you can pitch up for a tenner if you like, with the hookup over there. And we thought, why not? Cheap and cheerful, got a toilet and a busy road, but it's only for one night. We'll be getting going early in the morning when the sun rises. So Jared is just finishing off pegging out, and then we'll bung our bedroom in there and we are sorted. Brilliant. Where are we? Gosdale.
Gosforth.
Goss what?
Gosforth.
Gosforth, which I think is a little bit inland.
It's really old. It's,
Yeah, we've made brilliant progress around Cumbria. We're sort of halfway down now, aren't we?
yeah.
But not on the coast, are we?
We're not on the coast here. We've come inland.
Come inland to stay here,
Yeah.
but not far. But we'll get back to the coast in the morning. I think Sellafield is where we've got to get back to, more or less, which obviously is a power. Well, it isn't a power station, is it? It's where they store. They store nuclear waste, we think, which is interesting in itself. Well, it's supposed to be rain, maybe may rain tonight, so we don't want to be too slapdash. But if we get wet, we get wet. It's not quite going according to plan. Oh yeah, that's because we've got a bit of a bent tent peg on this old tent, which we forgot about. Tent poles, yeah. When we slung this tent in the bag, we forgot that the tent pole is bent, but oh well, it'll be fine if it doesn't get blown away.